Okay, ladies and gentlemen, folk, welcome back to the workshop. Let's turn on the audio a little bit. How are you guys doing today? Dude, I am beat. To be honest, I've been slacking off for the last hour. I know I need to make this episode, but oh my god. You know how you work sometimes and you work yourself so hard that you just don't want to do nothing? That's kind of where I'm at right now. So we're doing another impromptu bedroom stream. I'm still experimenting with the internal mic of this laptop because honestly, it may be better than my actual computer, which go figure, right? I mean, better than my Blue Yeti, Snowball. Oh, like I swear to God, I get like this echoing effect. So we're gonna pick up with Higurashi. The last time it actually started getting good, didn't it? And so we're actually digging to the plot. So where are we now? Let me see. Keiichi-kun. So sorry. Sorry. In her place, Rena came running over. I could see all the others behind her. Oh, let me see one thing real fast. How the hell... Where the hell's my eyes? Oh, I'm dead center of the screen for once. That is amazing. Okay. I could see all the others behind her. Speak of the devil. Yeah, we can turn that up just a little bit. My bad, Kei-chan. We got so caught up in our discussion. I'd completely forgotten about them while getting caught up in my own conversation, so we were even. My, so Tomitake-san was with you. This works out perfectly. We still need to settle the shooting gallery competition. That's right. So I guess I'm going to end up dead last? Yep, you're the grand loser. In the end, after my dramatic victory, Rika-chan was the last challenger, but there weren't that many targets left. The ones remaining were all tiny and difficult to hit. She did take her time and aim, but all 3 shots completely missed. She was to end up sharing the loser's crown with Tomitake-san. However, she did her little meeping cry in front of the owner, and he turned to mush instantly. She was given a pack of gum as a consolation prize. Her methods were a bit audacious, but she did avoid being the loser rather magnificently. Ah, so that's how she got out of it. Okay. Come to think of it, Rika-chan is quite the trickster. I have no idea what Keiichi is talking about. Now then, it's decided Tomitake-san is dead last. Everyone cheered and applauded. Tomitake smiled wryly, slightly bewildered. I don't blame you. So, Tomitake-san, are you ready? Penalty game. Or penalty time. How'd you forget about that? Huh? Oh, I completely forgot about that. You're too naive, Tomitake-san. This is why you gotta avoid losing in our club. Mion pulled a felt-tip marker from her pocket. Oh, it's that. Show him some mercy, Mion. At least use a washable marker. Permanent one is too harsh. True. It just has to be permanent. Water-based marker would come off in the laundry. Whoa, what is this? Please take it easy on me. All of us pinned his arms behind his back and Mion approached him with the marker in one hand. And squip, squip, squip. But she didn't write on his face, she wrote on the shirt he was wearing. What'd she write? You better have your big break this year, Mion. Rina took up the marker next. Show me your photos next time. Rina. It was a little heartwarming and I just had a laugh. This is more like a farewell card than a penalty. I'm not as soft as the rest, says Satsuko. I'll make sure this is a proper penalty. Haha, dead last, Satsuko. Try harder next time, Rika. Here you go, Keiichi-san. I couldn't decide what's right, but based on what kind of penalty this was probably the most appropriate. Come back and play again, Keiichi. Tomitake-san was silent the entire time. At first he was quite bewildered, but now he had a different look on his face. So I have to wear this all the way back to Tokyo as part of the penalty? Of course, you better wear it all the way home. Oh, that's so sweet. You could wear it when you come back. It would be nice. He appeared deeply moved. Embarrassment mixed with a wealth of other emotions made him turn a bright red. Understood. I'll wear this the next time I come here. I promise, Yakusobu. Everyone cheered and applauded. It was the finest parting gift possible for a buddy heading out tonight. I saw the woman who was with Tomitake-san standing near the festival grounds. Oh yeah, we never got her name, did we? It seemed Tomitake-san had noticed her too and knew it was time to leave. Okay. Seems like your guest is waiting. Isn't it about time? Hmm? Yeah, that's certainly how it seems, haha. Tomitake-san headed off towards her and seemed to apologize for making her wait. We all shouted stuff at Tomitake-san. Each time we did, he looked back and waved his hand. Eventually, he faded into the darkness of the night, out of sight. It was quite the casual farewell. This wasn't the first time any of us had seen someone off. They had done the same thing many times before. He's gone. Well, it's about time we take off too. Oh, by the way, I decided when I finally finish this this route of Higurashi, I'm going to read the manga of the same route. I already found the downloads for it, but I'm waiting till I finish this so I can go through that as well. Now, I've already seen the first route I've already seen the old anime and a bit of the new anime, so I do know what's happening more or less, but it's so cool seeing the original content like this, you know? Rika-chan had to stay behind with the other committee members since they were having a meeting. Satsuko was tagging along with her. I headed back home with the usual suspects. Okay. The walk back was quite lively, with talk of the day's war stories. Should have done this, should have done that, that kind of stuff. Cool. Brenna and I parted ways with Mion, and then it was just the two of us. Then we got to my house, and I parted ways with Brenna as well. It's already pretty late. Are you alright by yourself? Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. It's close. I'm gonna run too. If you run into some weirdo, just yell. Oh. I do shout, will you come save me? Maybe. Tuscana. It's interesting because I knew Tuscate was helped me a long time ago, so now as I learn more Japanese, I'm starting to see how they reuse like the prefix and just change the suffix to give it multiple meanings. So in this case, will you come save me? Tuscana. Save me. Tuscate. help me or save me as well, but Tuscana is like referring to like you, another person. Interesting. Maybe. If I hear you. Okay. I'll scream loud enough so you can hear me. Merrily spinning her arms around at high speed, she dashed off. She was fine. In that mode, not even an adult could stand against her. Her cheerful presence disappeared and became quiet again. Yeah, but I still don't think it's safe. I mean, yes, the 80s, but still. The curse that not a soul mentioned, even under their breath. The more I learned about it tonight, the more unsettling it became. It didn't show on any of their faces, but they were probably all quite concerned about it as well. But if nothing happens tonight, then it all ends up just being crazy talk. Nothing will happen. Nothing bad, nothing at all. What's wrong, Keiichi? Why are you standing in a place like that? Come inside. You'll catch a cold. It was my mom. Did you go, Mom? To the Watanagashi festival? In the end, your father didn't wake up. So I missed it. A little disappointing. Mom stuck her tongue out with a bit of an embarrassed look on her face. Oh, that must be cute. Oh, you know, it's so weird getting older, and you're starting to realize that because, like, you're always naturally attracted to women your own age, right? And now I'm looking around, all the women are moms, and I'm just like, what's happened to me, dude? What's happened to me? Oh, my goodness. Look at how many tips we got. Well, let's save. Right here. We're almost to where I got to the first time I was reading this. Yeah, we are very close. Yeah, this is the only other time I made it to chapter 6, so wow. Okay. Let's view our new tips. Ooh, they're all newspapers. And a radio log, huh? Okay. Hojo couples falling incident. From the tabloid, huh? From the June 1980 edition. On the afternoon of XX at 2 p.m., office employee XXXX and his wife XXXX of Hinamizawa Village in Shishibone Prefecture disappeared after falling 27 meters from the observatory platform in Shirakawa Prefecture. Police and firefighters searched downstream and discovered the body of XXXX at 7 p.m. that evening. His wife, XXXX, has yet to be found. The search has run into difficulties due to the effects of Typhoon 3 from the previous day. It appeared a railing at the observatory that the XX leaned on had broken, causing them to fall. The groundskeeping staff was questioned by the police in regards to the facility deterioration and if park maintenance was performed properly. Okay, so it's just a straightforward report. Is that what all these going to be? Ooh, more ominous music. I will say, though, this is a little bit of a side tangent. Have you guys ever played Song of Saya? Saya no Uta? I've read that story so many times. I read it when I was younger. That story fucked me up, dude. It, like, really screwed with me. And I'm starting to see where the author, or there's, like, a weird interlude part where they're, like, rumors from the hospital. This is what this feels like. So I wonder if he took a lot of influence from Higurashi for that. On the afternoon of XX at around 10 p.m. in the X district of Hinamizawa Village in the Shishibone Prefecture. I don't know where Shishibone is. I'll have to look that up. It's hard to read out loud and use my pouches at the same time, so I don't want to get hiccups, so I gotta pull that out. The Shinto priest of the Furude Shrine passed away after an existing condition he was recovering from suddenly worsened. Parties close to the deceased said he was suffering from anxiety issues concerning the festival which was to be held on that day. Also, after XX's death, his wife XXXX went missing, leaving behind a farewell note. I'm going to skip saying the X parts. The police and local youth association continued the search. However, given the presence of the farewell message and the fact that the Onikakushi swamp is said to be bottomless, they have run into difficulties. Interesting. Oh, just to make sure, am I recording? I am. Good. The housewife murder. It wasn't reported in the newspaper. Oh, that is, that's crazy. Radio log. This is Okonomiya Station calling Unit 3. Unit 3, please respond. This is Unit 3, loud and clear. It's Oishi! Oishi, the most tastiest detective, has been introduced, finally. Backup is heading your way. Hold position until further instructions. Over. Roger. Unit 3 acknowledged. Did he say yogai? I gotta hear that again. Oh, I can't. Requesting no headlights. Requesting radio silence. See. Sanyo yogai. Yeah, he said roger that. Yogai. Nice, so if you guys didn't know, yogai means roger that. Station, the doctors arrived. They want to carry it away. What's the order? Dozo, please. Acknowledged. Leave it to the doctor. Ai, yogai desu. Affirmative, understood. Ah, backup has arrived. Shouldn't we let them take a photo first? I think the Vic is done for. Ooh. So there's been a victim. Okay. Yoink. Save over this. I don't know if it records when I see the tips or not, so continue. Sorry about the wobbling webcam. Hang in there, hang in there. Gotta adjust my seat. Good morning! Nice job yesterday, Kei-chan. You think so? You didn't do so badly yourself, Mio. Yesterday was fun. Oh, that's right, Keiichi-kun. Thank you very much. For Mr. Bear, for Kuma-san. I'm glad you like it. Don't use it as a pincushion, though. I wouldn't. Still chatting happily, we entered the classroom. But the moment I stepped into the room, a splashing sound and a nasty sensation. It was a bucket filled to the brim with water. And unfortunately, my foot stepped right into it. Satsuko! My now, how diligent of you to mop the floor this morning. Whoa! Why is she this close? Clomp, 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 whip, whiff. Oh, with the bucket on his foot, he stormed over there and flicked her forehead. Yep, I knew it. Keiichi-san flicked my forehead. You should set a more brutal trap next time. Seeing that, Rena began to swoon as Mion looked on in disbelief. Everything was the same as always. Everybody was there and nothing fell out of place. This is ominous writing. What are you doing? The uncertainties I had in the back of my mind since yesterday had vanished. What is it, Keiichi-kun? Huh, Keiichi looks sleep-deprived? Didn't get enough sleep, maybe? Maybe? I slept like a log, but if you want, I'll do a reenactment during class. You mustn't do that. Mion alerted that this teacher was coming. So everyone shuffled back to their seats. I gotta say, the way they did the colors on the characters is so interesting. Like, if you look down here, it's a gradient, okay? But if you look up at her hair, it's just flat tone coloring. It's very odd. Like, right here, flat tone, okay? But her skin, there's a slight shadow gradient here. Or no, I guess that's flat tone as well, huh? But yeah, there is a gradient right here. But this right here, this weird gradient for the skirt, makes it look extremely flat. Like, this one uses gradients for everything. Right? No, the hair is also flat tone. Okay, I guess the original was that way too. Yeah, with the weird gradients and everything. Huh. So were they trying to honor the memory? The original art style? While trying to make it get closer to the anime art style? Mion alerted us the teacher was coming, so everyone shuffled off to their seats. What? What is CL doing here? Okay, I don't remember the teacher looking like this, but sure. Chie! Good morning, everyone. Let's see what the teacher looks like. Okay, yeah, of course the manga gamer made her look more sexy, naturally. No, that's just straight up CL from Tsukihime in the original. What the hell? Like, there is no denying this is a fan art of CL. Like, it even looks like the old Tsukihime artwork. Oh my goodness. If I can figure out how to get the new Tsukihime game to play in English, I will definitely let's play it. I've been wanting to let's play it for a long time. It's just I can't figure out how to get it in English. And I managed to get it downloaded and I started it up, okay? But when I started it, it popped up with, what is the right expression? It started up with the opening prologue scene in Japanese, even though, I swear I downloaded the English version. So, I gotta figure that out. Maybe I gotta figure out how to change the region code on it or something. Or is it going to be like Wizardry 1, where you got to go into the settings to change the language? And it's when you play on like the Super Nintendo Japanese one. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday was the festival. Whatever you say, CL. Thank you to all the people who stayed until the very end to help clean up. And by the way, ACL, second best girl from Tsukihime. I'm definitely an Akiha fan, which is a controversial statement. We were all slackers, so none of us actually helped clean up. Actually, I had a feeling that all we did was run around the festival and cause a ruckus. Okay then. This time of year, you might see some people from out of town doing interviews about the festival for magazines. I thought it was the usual stuff, so I was going to tune out, but then I noticed a different tone in her voice, started paying attention. You may be asked questions. Please don't say anything silly or that could be taken the wrong way. What does this expression look like? Oh my god, that one looks vicious. And that's just me on its angry face. Okay. Do you understand? In unison, everyone replied, "Yes, ma'am." By the way, the one thing I'll say about the different character design here, okay? Manga Gamer, red ribbon. This, like, what the hell is this supposed to be? Like, honestly, it's interesting, but it's not what I expected. So I think the Manga Gamer upgrading it to a red ribbon was a good idea. Okay. Yes, ma'am. What she'd said was really vague, but I understood what she was trying to say. After all, this was the 5th year. There were probably lots of third-rate reporters pouring in, hoping something regarding the curse had happened. It did nothing but perpetuate the village's bad image. So she was saying, don't spout stupid shit you think is funny. And now I was one of the ones who need to keep our mouths shut. I found it rather cute how I felt a sense of unity from such a trite thing, if I do say so myself. I was summoned to club activities after school. Since everybody was pretty tired from yesterday, we spent the day relaxing Well, yeah, that's not happening. Today, let's play a classic game of deduction. How about this one? Oh, a game from overseas. Looks interesting. The instructions are in English, but the rules don't seem that hard. By the way, I love the little snaggletooth that they gave Satsuko. That is such a cute detail. I won't lose you here. What happened? I'm sure you're not, Rika. I'm not too bad at this game. It seemed that Rena didn't handle this kind of game very well, so Rena's bad at lying. Oh, it's Clue. The rules are the person who can match the murderer, weapon, and scene of the crime wins. There were 3 kinds of cards comprised of suspects, weapons, and locations. I could see the names Mio and Enrico were written on the suspect cards. Oh, a card with my name on it as well. There are plenty of different weapons, too. Oh, this is going to be self-referential, isn't it? Okay. Like knives, axes, and poison. This is going to be like him hinting. The locations are pretty nice, too. Like the living room, the study, and the courtyard. So basically, you take out one of each of the cards. These are the answer cards. So we shuffle the remaining cards and hand them out. So clue without walking around. Gotcha. Figure out the right ones. Ah, I see. So the cards nobody has are the true perpetrators. Then you raise your hand if you know the answer. The game ends and we check if the answer is correct. If you're right, then you get a point. If you're wrong, then you minus a point. You lose a point. She said minus pointo, so it's... come on. Since the game ends, even if no one gets it right, all the cards are gathered up and redistributed. You'll learn as you go. You really have to use your brain. Okay. You'll get confused if you don't take notes. The rest you can figure out by playing. So Mio, what's the penalty this time? Everyone directed their attention to Mio. Let's see. She said softeny. So, let's see. We're all still a little tired from yesterday, so maybe we'll take it easy with a gopher penalty. you'll be asked to rush out and buy stuff for everyone. Oh, you sweet summer child. No. No, I know where this is going. So being asked to go buy stuff like drinks and candy, I guess. Let me check this. Yeah, like I thought. My wiggling has messed with the camera. Cool. Why are you disappointed by that? I feel like today's penalty is rather easy, too simple. I wonder, is it really? Is Keiichi-san thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. You don't know what you'll have to go and buy. I'm betting Mion would send out anyone who loses to buy stuff like hemorrhoid cream or happy family planning manual or other crazy stuff. The cards were lightly shuffled and passed out to each player. The real perpetrator, the correct weapon, and the scene of the murder have been taken out, so that means all the cards I have in my hands are innocent cards. Okay, let's see if we can deduce this. Let's use my deductive reasoning, huh? So, I'll go first since I'm the club president, I guess. Mio, knife, study. You pick one suspect, weapon, and murder scene, and ask the other players. If you have any of those cards, then you must say, I have one. However, you don't need to say which one you have. Okay? Yeah, I got it. Me too. I have one, so that rules out Mio, the knife, and the study. Okay. Oh my, all of them are here. 3 people answered when she had Mio, knife, and study. So that means all of those are in the clear. Okay. Ono is axe, huh? I did not know that. So, then I'll go. Rena, axe, lounge. Only 2 people said they had one? That means one of those 3 is correct, and one is part of the crime. It's going to be the axe. No, wait. Even if they say they have... No, it's not going to be the axe. It's going to be the lounge. No, wait. Even if they say they have one, they don't have to say how many. It's possible that either Satsuko or Rika has 2 of the cards. Oh, that's true. Well, Kei-chan is next. Go ahead. Well, wait a minute. I'm still sorting things out. The game has me thinking more than I thought. Oh man, this feels like it's going to be tough. Okay. Alright, now I have the criminal. What? Already? Here I am spinning in circles, and Mion just now raises her hand. The murderer is Rika-chan. In the infirmary with the poison. So Rika likes to use poison, huh? Well, Mion drew the cards up from the box, and we checked to see if her deduction was right. I was right! All I needed was one more hand. I couldn't tell if it was poison or a pistol. I'd never use a pistol. I like killing them slowly with poison. Yeah, Rika-chan said such a hugely terrifying thing with such a sweet little face. Oh my god. Everyone was making a commotion about how they almost had it. Oh, uh-oh. Sorry. It's gonna blink again? It is. Are we all good here? We are. Good. Everyone's making a commotion about how they almost had it. Brina and I were left out in the cold, though. How'd you do, Keiichi-kun? I couldn't get it at all. Fair. Or, like, I was lost, too. But, like, I knew it wasn't I knew it couldn't have been Rena, but don't worry. I had no idea either. How can you both be so unsure? You'll both end up in last place together at this rate. That's even worse! Going off to buying something together as a couple. What if we have to go buy the Happy Family Planning Manual? I can tell from Keiichi's expression he's not very good at this game. Wah! That's not true! I'll show you the true power of Sherlock Maibara during the next round. My, that sounds just wonderful. I shall give you quite the thrashing. After that, I managed to somewhat grasp the trick behind the game, but I was always a step or two behind. I saw that Mion was somehow gleaning information from how the others were asking their questions. That level of experience was just too much. The only way I could stage a comeback was if I became ruthless. I tossed out the simple concept of deduction and switched over to the thought process needed to win. The important thing wasn't to find out the criminal, it's to win at the game. Eureka! Sorry, I need to use the bathroom. Take your time and squeeze out a nice... I'm not gonna say that. That's... Mion, that's gross. Thank you, Rena. Michan, that's gross. I had them hold off the game and head down the hall. The air was crisp. It just showed how stagnant the air in the classroom was from our body heat. On the school grounds, some of our classmates were still playing around. After spending some time cooling my head, Rena had made her way over towards me. Keiichi-kun, did you call for me? Yeah, I did. As I got up from my seat, I winked over at Rena. I'm glad it worked out. I don't want to waste much time, so I'll get right to the point. Rena, what's your record at this game we're playing today? She's taking it back, and after a moment, she hesitantly opened her mouth. Well, all losses. Why do you ask? I wonder. I could tell from how apprehensively she was playing. Yep, you suck at this. The way things are going, I will as well. Okay. I can't figure out a way to pull off a last-minute comeback on this one. So, I guess both of us will be taking that penalty? Hey, don't accept defeat already. How about we win this? Both of us. But how can we? Oh, she came up close, huh? I brought my lips up to Rena's ear. Whisper, 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 whisper. Huh? Is that allowed? Did you forget, Rena? The second rule of our society. Do everything in your power to obtain victory. Yeah, I'll try my best. Okay. Our plan of attack was quite the rudimentary one. At the beginning of the game, everyone would be focused on their own hand for a while, taking notes and whatnot. Since our seats were right next to each other, we would reveal our hands to each other. If we did it under the desk, then nobody would know. We would begin the game with twice as much information as everyone else. Having this much information would mean we would need to investigate less. With this sort of plan of attack, we start off with a big lead over the other guys. Yeah, with this we could probably win. We both smirked at each other. If I was the shady businessman, then Rena was the corrupt senator. Had pleasure doing business with you. Then let's hurry back. We'll work as a duo to surprise everyone. Hey now. There's no point if we go back together. It would be flat out like telling them we already made a little arrangement. Oh, sorry. Then what should we do? Go back ahead of me, Rena. I'll take my time coming back after washing my face or something. Okay, got it. Rena turned around and headed back to the classroom. Guess I should wait a bit longer before going back. If I went too soon, it would seem like I went to the bathroom. Being or one of them suspected something, then there could be problems. But we'll figure it out sooner or later, because Rena and I would start winning over and over again. Both Rena and I will have earned enough points to have avoided being the losers by the time Mion realized what was happening. Excellent. Not bad at all. Oh, the music just died. My bar-kun. May I have a moment? Huh? It's the teacher. Man, things were just getting good. What is it? I'm a bit... You have a guest. Please make your way to the entrance. A guest? It's not like I own a hotel. They have been waiting. Please hurry. Okay. Right before my big match was some pretty bad timing to have a visitor, but the very fact that someone was here to see me was strange enough to pique my interest. I didn't want to waste any time, so I decided to take care of it quickly. The entryway was a heavy contrast from the hot sunlight and deep shadows. Oh, here's the man himself. Waiting there, looking uncomfortably warm, was a middle-aged man. His tie is sloppily loosened and his jacket tucked underneath his arm. Okay, no, switch version. That is not a sloppily loosened tie. What does the manga gamer version show? That's still a proper Windsor knot, dude. Oh, she's... Oh my god, the original artwork. He's so fat in the original artwork. Oh god. Like, this is probably the most generous version of Oishi right here. It's the Switch version. The manga gamer one, honestly, is better artwork for him. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this looks more like what I imagine Oishi to look like. And this is just unique. Oh my goodness. I am going to have to play this game one day. And probably on my own, only in this art style. Just to see if it still affects me the way it does. But we're doing the Switch graphics for the nice backdrops, okay? Waiting there, looking uncomfortably warm, was a middle-aged man, his tie sloppily loosened and his jacket tucked underneath his arm. Are you Maebara-san? Maebara Keiichi-san. There was no question that he wasn't a resident Hinamizawa, and that this was, without a doubt, the first time he had met me. Ever since I met Tomitake-san, it seemed I was fated to meet middle-aged men. Keiichi, what does that mean? That's right. Who might you be? I have the AC on in my car. Let's talk there. It's a bit hot here, don't you think? God, please don't be the Detective Oishi from Higurashi parody fandom. That's a deep cut, by the way. If you guys even know that series exists, my god, that series has been taken off YouTube for its bad jokes. That is how horrible it was. One person, it had the same issue as like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Parody fandom, where it was one person just doing everything. But it was somehow worse. And then that same guy went on, and if I remember correctly, he made the Mirai Nikki parody abridged fan dub, which was much better, miles better. My God, the humor in that was so stellar. But I will not lie, the jokes from the original Higurashi parody fan dub, okay, have become like a running gag that I've kept up my entire life. Especially the no 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 Batman joke is so good. The man, completely ignoring my question, pointed over to his car, parked over by the gate, and began walking. You gotta be kidding me. I had no intention of going along with some geezer I didn't know. Now he's asking me to get in the car with him? Okay, so it just was a picture of a car back in the day. I'm not gonna bite. Come on now. He opened up his back door of his car and he called me over. I didn't like this old man, but I had to know what this was about. Even knowing that conversations that start out like this have never led to anything good. What does this look like in the original? Yeah, it literally is just like a random construction office. Even the tractor's there. Good job on capturing that, guys. The inside of his car was pretty cool. Cars with air conditioners were supposed to be a luxury. My dad didn't have one in his car, at least. Oh my god. No AC in a car in Japan would be misery. I can't believe that. Please let me know if it's too cold for you, okay? I have a habit of cranking it all the way up. Yes, in those old 80s, 90s cars, you could crack that bloody AC up all the way. And you would hear it, too. So what business do you have with me? Out of spite, I decided to ignore his remark in the same way as he did to me, and start my own line of questioning. He pulled out a notepad from his pocket and took out a picture that was stuck between the pages. On it was the face of a pretty goofy-looking guy. If you know anything related to this individual, please tell me. Who the heck was this? Is this? I doubt even his close friends would be able to recognize who he was from this expressionless picture that looked like it was taken at the DMV. There were scribbles on his shirt done in permanent marker. Starting with yours, Maibara-san, and quite a few of your classmates signed as well. Huh? This is Tomitake-san? Ooh. There was no hint of his usual unreliable and easygoing personality in this photo. It was an expressionless, half-asleep face. Then do you know this woman? Even before seeing it, I had a good idea who it was. I don't remember her name, but she's some lady who was with Tomitake-san last night. I didn't know what her name was, but I did know she was a resident of Hinamizawa. When was the last time you saw these two? The night of the Watanagashi we spoke. They seemed pretty close, I guess. Did anything bother you about them? Anything is fine. Go ahead and say it. Being asked for every little detail is troubling. Honestly. I had a pretty good idea who this guy was by now. Did something happen to them? There was no response to my inquiry. Thus I replied to that silence in kind. I was pretty sure, no certain, that this guy was a cop. Then why? Why was he asking about Tomitake-san? Did something happen to him? More importantly, why me? Shouldn't there have been plenty of other people who knew more about him than I did? The roar of the air conditioner felt unbearably loud. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. After a long pause, maybe he does it to keep other people from listening in. Oh, Oishi, that is Devious, wow. After a long pause, he finally spoke again. You moved here just recently. Isn't that right, Maibara-san? Are you aware, I wonder? About the stories of Oyashiro-sama. Oh, man, every time they mention Oyashiro-sama, that gives me goosebumps. Like, the local Shinto legends are always so creepy, dude. My heart began to race. I'm pretty terrible at hiding things. It probably showed on my face. Not at all? If you don't, then that's fine. Well, I have heard of it. Tomitake-san told me, actually. How much do you know about it? The dismemberment killing, the accidental death, the death by illness followed by suicide, and the lady who was beaten to death. The incidents that always happened the day of Watanagashi, ending in suspicious deaths. I didn't think Tomitake-san would have kept anything from me. I think that was everything. No, rather, I didn't want to think there was anything more than that. Maibara-san, do you believe in the curse? Feel free to talk openly about it. I don't believe in it. My answer was instant. It wasn't so much that I didn't believe in it as I was on the verge of believing. I wanted to clear away my own doubts. That was the more prominent feeling. Really? Then that's great. Guess you really are one of those city-raised boys. So what if I don't believe? I have friends waiting, so could you get to the point? Oh, the man in this picture is dead. My mind went blank. Huh? What happened? To Tomitake-san? It would seem he died last night. That was the night of the Watanagashi. Do you understand the implications behind that, Maibara-san? Implications. Not any for the cause of his death or the reasons behind it. The real problem was that he died on the day of the Watanagashi. Meaning, this year, the curse of Oyashiro-sama had once again... The death of Jiro Tomitake is still confidential. You can understand why that is, right? I didn't want to understand why. Please tell me. Tell me what happened. It was rather peculiar. What was that sound effect? It might be a little too graphic for someone born and raised in Hinamizawa. It was a roundabout way of saying it, but it caused me to doubt whether I wanted to hear the rest. I would only regret forcing myself to learn of something I shouldn't. Or at least that's how I figured I would feel if I listened to the rest. One of our patrol cars discovered the body on the way back from the security detail of the festival. It was late, about 5 till midnight. The location was, you know where the road into town becomes paved, right? Down past the slope. On the shoulder around there. There were a few streetlights on that road. Its pitch black darkness was only broken by the lights of passing cars and the moon. It was a stroke of luck that Tomitake-san was spotted collapsed on the shoulder of the road. Tomitake-san was face down, covered in blood. Blood and muck covered the asphalt. We thought it was a hit and run at first. But when the officer checked to see if he was still alive, he quickly noticed something was abnormal. His throat had been ripped open. From a knife or something? No. Nails. Nails? As in fingernails? That's not how I would have interpreted it. I would have thought metal nails myself, but... You mean his neck was clawed through? From the coroner's report, it was revealed that it was with his own nails. Huh? What? What does that mean? Basically, it means it wasn't a murder. It was suicide. Tomitake-san, or whatever was going through his mind, tore open his own throat. As hard as he could with his own nails. He tore through the skin until it began to bleed. And even then, Tomitake-san didn't stop. He continued clawing, with enough intensity that it could have peeled off his nails, still clawing. Ooh, I'm getting an itch in my leg. Oh no. Still clawing. Then, as his nails reached those vital arteries that you should never damage, he continued clawing, splurt. Blood splattered on the ground around him. As he bled, while gasping for breath, he collapsed. His body spasmed and he died in agony. We thought drugs were to blame, but nothing of that nature was detected. But it was a suicide? I never heard of such a thing. This unnatural way of dying. If this wasn't a mysterious death, then what was? The way he died in these 5 years, his death most resembled that of a curse. As if to show both myself and Tomitake-san, who proclaimed there wasn't such a thing as a curse, that we were wrong. There were a few more suspicious details. From his body chemistry, a preposition, epilation, and so on, we concluded he was in a state of hysteria right before his death. That was a given. It's hard to believe someone could be in a sound state of mind while clawing out their own throats. Wounds on his hands matched a discarded piece of lumber found nearby. There are traces of where he struck trees and guardrails. Tomitake's blood was found all over the place. Meaning that while tearing at his own throat, he was swinging around a piece of lumber. There were external injuries, which were not self-inflicted, discovered on Tomitake-san. There's high probability Tomitake-san was assaulted. The external injuries suggest there may be multiple suspects. To summarize, Tomitake was surrounded and attacked. While wandering the night roads in a state of panic after being cornered, he picked up a piece of lumber and tried fighting back. Somewhere in there, he began madly tearing at his own throat, clawing at it. And then he died. The presumed time of death was between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. Meaning it occurred right after you finished talking to Tomitake-san at the festival. Everyone signed Tomitake's shirt, and then parted ways. Right after that. Oh yeah, he should have been with a woman. What about her? She's missing. She hasn't shown up to work and she hasn't returned home either. There is a very high probability she was involved in this incident. For a while, I could only gaze off into space. I never would have thought that something unfortunate happening to somebody close to me could affect me this deeply. The time I spent with Tomitake-san was short. But we went to the same festival, spent time together, and took part in the same competition. He was one of us. We have been continuing the investigation on various fronts, but when it comes to Oyashiro-sama's curse, the villagers here aren't very cooperative. That I knew well. I would have been none the wiser if not for Tomitake-san, the outsider, telling me. So that's why you came to me? Because I'm not originally from Hinamizawa? I should have been angry that was the reason he wanted to hear what happened from me. Now there's that word tatari again. If things go the way they should have been, then the conclusion would be that Jiro Tomitake's died from Oyashiro-sama's curse. Tatari just means curse, okay? He turned away from me and gazed off into the distance. The white... The night of Onikakushi. During that sacred ritual, he callously snapped off photos, angering Oyashiro-sama. That's how it's going to turn out. There's no way Oyashiro-sama would inflict divine punishment on Tomitake-san. Are you sure about that, Keiichi? Tomitake-san had to be killed by humans, and a cowardly group, no less. There's no way I'm going to let this be the fault of some curse. I think so too. There's no such thing as divine punishment or curses. Well, we'll see. The tense mood was cut with the man's hearty laugh. That's how this must be, Maebara-san. Cooperation from individuals in Hinamizawa who don't believe in the curse is indispensable. Understand? Neither Tomitake-san nor I believe in curses. But with the ways things were going, it would just end up with Tomitake's step marking the 5th year, which means Hinamizawa had rejected Tomitake-san. That was something I couldn't allow. Tomitake-san was one of us. He didn't live in Hinamizawa, but he came every single year. And since he was more of a resident than I was, there was no way that Tomitake-san could have been cursed by Oyashiro-sama. But there's nothing I can do to help. I have no idea what happened that night either. No. If you see or hear something that draws your attention, then that's enough. If I see or hear, he was talking in the future tense. Things or people or rumors. Anything is fine. I don't care if they're unfounded. Here, this is my number. If I'm not there, just leave a message with whoever picks up. He handed me a piece of paper with his number on it, but I hesitated for a second. If I took it, and whether I wanted to or not, I would be mired knee-deep in this matter. Here comes the cicadas again. Please help me solve these questions surrounding Tomitake-san's unfortunate death. That's right. Why was I hesitating? I needed to find the murderer who killed my friend. I snatched up the piece of paper as a satisfied grin spread across his face. Everything we spoke of today is a secret. Please keep this confidential. Understood. From your friends as well. Ooh. Especially from Sonosaki-san and Furude-san. Please do not inform them. Sonosaki? You mean Mion? Why? Are you saying they have something to do with the incident? With my friends' names brought up so abruptly, and being told to keep it a secret from them, I became rather angry. This is what they call investigative privilege, I suppose. Don't play games with me. Mion is a close friend of mine. I snapped at him, but he didn't seem to be especially offended. I wouldn't mind telling you, but it may just upset you. Say it. He hesitated a little. Turning his gaze outside the car, he began to speak after thinking for a bit. I'm getting tired. I feel it seeping in. There's a possibility that the string of incidents happening here in Hinamizawa are a result of a village conspiracy. There's no way that could be right. Give me a break. First of all, is there any proof of that? No evidence. Also, each of the cases were resolved, and none of the perpetrators had any direct connection to the village. Then how did you come to that conclusion? Every year, the enemies of the village die on the day of the Watanagashi. Don't you think that's enough reason to suspect something? Only the residents of Hinamizawa felt the day of the Watanagashi was sacred. So basically, because incidents happened on that day, it was somehow related to Hinamizawa? First, it was the dam construction foreman. Then it was a villager who supported it. Those the village hold a grudge against die for one after the other from mysterious causes. The means are different, but the end result is the same. Unfounded, unreasonable suspicion. But it couldn't just be shrugged off. So the victims after that, what about the Shinto priest and his wife's death? They weren't enemies of the village. Interesting. Yeah, I can see that. The villagers had expected leadership from the Shinto priest at the time of the dam dispute, but he wasn't proactive. So there was a faction of villagers who harbored ill will towards him as a result. Ill will? It's not like he did anything bad to the village. What about the housewife after that? Did she die? What about the housewife after that? Did she die just because she was the wife of the brother of a supporter? That's such a trivial reason to kill someone. But what about Tomitake-san? He's not affiliated with the dam project at all. Was he just killed because he was an outsider? In the beginning, it fell on those related to the dam project, but as the years went on, the enemy threshold of the victims had become much lower. Well, that's the scary part. The bar keeps getting lower. What's scary about that? It means It's not just enemies of the village anymore. Just being an outsider could be reason enough. Then you're saying the next year's victim will be picked out of the village outsider poll? It might be a person that just moved here. What do you mean by... I swallowed my words. Here in Hinamizawa, the ones who be considered most outside would be my family. I was proof of that, wasn't I? I still couldn't really remember the names of the people I passed by. Then, the next victim's my family. Was he saying it was going to be me? But what does that have to do with Mion? I can't go into details, but the Sonozaki family led the dam protests. Quite fervently so. This is also true of Mion Sonozaki herself. She has quite a few misdemeanor and obstruction of public worker offenses on her record because of protests. I knew that Mion had fought. This was the first time I ever heard her family leading the protest, though. Then, well, what did it all mean? Are you saying that Mion's family's involved in the string incidents? I wouldn't go that far. I'm just saying that if it was a conspiracy, then they'd have the highest probability of being behind it. Not a very clear explanation. I felt like he magnificently avoided the details I really wanted to know. We don't know who or how involved anyone is right now. That's exactly why I don't want you to say anything to the villagers. Instead of answering, I give a very bitter expression. It seemed he understood it well enough. Then, think of it like this. I don't want to worry the villagers who blindly believe it's the curse. How about that? What do you mean about how about that? How should I know? The reasoning behind me not to carelessly open my mouth about it wasn't too hard to comprehend. The perpetrator was here. It had nothing to do with a curse. He was definitely going to be caught by the police and made to pay for his crimes. And none of the villagers should have anything to do with that process. It may cause those sensitive about the curse just to worry needlessly. Just like everyone and kept it for me so I wouldn't worry about it. But if you do that, it'll make you more into an outsider. Making you more likely to be targeted by the curse. It's a catch-22. Is it now my turn to keep it from them so they didn't have to worry? I was just talking to myself. Unlike me, everyone had been worrying over these mysterious incidents yearly. And the incident this time probably means a lot more to them. I didn't want to burden them anymore. In the end, everything went as the man had wanted it, as insipid as it was. But it couldn't be helped. Okay, Gage, you're making the promise. I understand. I'll keep it to myself. Is that fine? Mr. Oishi from the Okumi Omiya police station. Why would I ever do that? You can call me Kuro-chan if you want. Yeah, Oishi-san is better. What the hell's Kuro-chan? The way he said it was unpleasant, yet retained hints of politeness. He was the spitting image of a vulgar police officer. Though I've never seen one this bulky before in the cop shows I watch. I've taken up too much time. Your friends are waiting, aren't they? Yeah, you've been talking here for a hot minute, dude. I should probably let you go and get back to them. The door opened with a click, and in streamed the oppressive heat. It was blistering outside of the car. Was it really this hot of a day? was almost cruel heat, as opposed to the mechanical coolness inside the car. It was almost as if the land at Hinamizawa itself suddenly hated me. I felt a little sad as that thought crossed my mind. I didn't mean to suspect your friends. Please don't misunderstand that. I refrained from telling him that it was too late to say something about self-serving. It's fine if you don't see or hear anything, Maibara-san. It would help to prove that the village is not involved after all. I'll contact you if I hear or see anything. But I'm no detective. Please don't expect too much from me. So there's your other Japanese word I know for the week. Tantei. Tantei is detective. So you can hear Keiichi say that clearly, okay? Please don't expect too much from me. I won't. You don't have to become a detective. Just go on living as you have up until now. Just let me know if you notice anything. I gotta look at what Kekkon means. I hastily made my way back to the school building after giving him a quick bow. See you later. Farewell, Maibara-kun. I returned to the school building without looking back. So, what I think Oishi serves so far, for my opinion as a writer, is he is the exposition, okay? When he shows up, that is when this story changes from happy, fun time to this is a serious murder. And of course, that's going to follow the Watanagashi, right? I don't know how much time had passed. I do feel bad for keeping them waiting, but right now there's a lot on my mind. Okay, we are going to save there. Tomitake-san's death was hard enough as it is, but to think there was a possibility of a village conspiracy? Oh yeah, we are saving right here, and we will pick up next time. That was an amazing episode, guys. So, thank you so much for watching the workshop. I've been Gerald, reading Higurashi no Nakukuro ni Is it Onikakushi? So the Spirited Away chapter of this one, okay? Or Spirited Away by Demons. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week, okay? Bye.